So you're thinking about moving to East Cobb, but you're feeling overwhelmed
I'm fine.
as you research all of the school options, the neighborhood options, and just the area in general. Well, I've got you covered. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into what it's like to live in East Cobb. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, the things that you didn't even know that you needed to know about moving to this part of the North Metro Atlanta area. If we're talking about why people live East Cobb, we have to start with the number one reason why people even really move to East Cobb, and that's because of how great the public schools are there. If you've done even a little bit of research, you already know that. But what people don't always tell you, and it's very important for you to know, is that rankings aren't everything. As you're researching East Cobb schools, you're going to see that there are some incredible nationally ranked and of course state ranked schools in East Cobb. Schools like Walton High School, Lassiter High School, Pope High School, Wheeler with their magnet program. These are incredible schools, again, state and nationally ranked. However, not every one of them is going to be a good fit for your kid. And in fact, I've had a lot of people move into East Cobb, really think that they want the Walton High School district, but then learn just how competitive it can be at Walton, and they choose to go to one of the other schools. Do your research, go tour the schools. But what I love to point people to are the local Facebook groups with each of these school districts where you can really begin to get into conversations with local parents who are actually in those schools. Now, I'm a great example of that. I live here in East Cobb. I've got 2 kids in high school. One of my kids goes to Walton High School. One of them goes to Roswell High School. I knew that Hank, my son, was not going to thrive in a high-pressured academic environment like Walton. Instead, he's more sports focused, so we chose to put him in a different high school. And honestly, as a mom of 2 teenagers, what I've learned is that you really don't know what kind of school your kids need until they get to that kind of mid-middle school, and then it really begins to show itself. The second reason why people love East Cobb is the location and the convenience. East Cobb is in a sweet spot. It's close enough to Atlanta that you're not stuck out in the middle of nowhere, but far enough away that you don't have to deal with the crazy congestion. If you are commuting to the city, especially like Buckhead and Midtown, East Cobb's a great option for you if you want great public schools. You've got amazing restaurants, tons of shopping. And even though we don't have our own little downtown area, you're just minutes away from the Square of Marietta and downtown historic Roswell. If you're really concerned about your commute time into the city, then you might want to focus on that southeast corner of East Cobb. This is going to be in the Walton High School District and the Wheeler High School District. It's going to put you closest to I-75, which is a straight shot into the city, and will also put you close to Georgia 400, which also takes you right into the city. Another great option is if you're working north, maybe you're working in the tech bubble of Windward Parkway or Peachtree Corners, you can hop on 400 from East Cobb and go north as well. So it really is just a perfect location in terms of commutability. And the third reason why people love East Cobb is that you get more for your money. Well, kind of. Okay, let's be real. East Cobb is not cheap, but compared to some areas, I'm looking at you, Buckhead, in Milton, you actually get more for your money in East Cobb as a home buyer. You get larger yards, you get more space, you get well-established neighborhoods. You're gonna get bigger yards than you would get in Sadie Springs or say Buckhead. You're gonna certainly get a more affordable home as compared to, let's say, Milton, in some of the other areas that you might be considering. We have a ton of 2-story brick traditionals. So if that is your vibe, we've got a lot of that. We also have some really more kind of funky contemporary homes too. So we really have something for everyone. So if you're looking for some character or you really like that 2-story traditional, you want to be in a more affordable area with great public schools, then East Cobb should definitely be on your radar. Now let's hop into what people don't like about living in East Cobb. If you're looking for a cute little downtown area with, where you can walk to little boutiques and restaurants and things like that, then East Cobb is not going to be a good fit for you. But what we do have are strip malls. And I know that has a negative connotation, but our strip malls are a little different because you got some fabulous shopping inside of them. From grocery stores like Whole Foods and Trader Joe's and Publix to shopping like Lululemon and Sephora and Athleta. You've got great locally owned restaurants like Seed, and then you have other shopping and restaurants as well. So you've got locally owned, you've got the big box retailers, and you've got everything in between, which makes living in East Cobb super convenient. You've got everything at your fingertips, but it just doesn't have that charm of that little downtown walkable area. The second thing that people don't love about East Cobb is the traffic. It can be, yeah. So traffic here isn't like Atlanta bad or parts of Johns Creek bad, but in high traffic times, the intersections of Johnson Ferry and Roswell Road and Johnson Ferry and Lower Roswell Road can really test your patience. The good news though, once you're in your neighborhood, it's smooth sailing. The third reason why some people don't like East Cobb is that we do have a lot of communities that have HOAs. Now, when you think of HOAs, you probably think of a neighborhood that has swim tennis amenities and kind of a governing body that tells you how long your grass can get, when it's time to redo your pine straw, what color to paint your front door, things like that. And it's true, we do have some very strict HOAs here in East Cobb, but we also have neighborhoods with no HOAs, and you have everywhere in between. The average HOA here is not going to mandate how long your yard gets, but they might give you a little love letter when it gets really egregious. The average HOA here is going to care what color you paint the outside of your house, or if you want to take trees down in your front yard. So I really like having an HOA. It builds in that protection, it protects home values, and it makes sure the neighborhoods that you're living in are very consistent, and that's good for everyone's value. So is East Cobb the best fit for you? If you're serious about moving, download my Moving to East Cobb guide. It is packed with insider tips to help you make the best decision. And if this video was helpful, please click subscribe and like it, and let me know what video or what area you want to see next. I'm here to help. All right, now go watch my next video on my favorite East Cobb neighborhoods. I'll see you there.